First one, how proud is it for you to be in the big club like Boavista FC?
Honestly, I'm really proud of myself, and also I also give a lot of all the glory to God, to be honest, of where I am, to be honest, and I just feel blessed to be able to do what I love to do for a living. I think that's when you break it down, that is what matters the most. Doing what you love to do. So I feel really blessed.
It's very good for you, I think. Very good opportunity this season.
Yeah.
Do you have some tips maybe for SocaLoca users to develop their football career?
I think for me, it's always best to do your best. So wherever that is, wherever you are playing, whatever level that might be, do your best, and that's when you can actually look yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, I did my best today. And that's what matters. How you see yourself in the mirror is what matters the most. So I think it's important for anybody that is listening to this to give their all in every circumstance that they are at. I know they might not be where they want to be, but right now is building them to where they want to be. So continue to trust the process, give your all in where you're at right now.
Thank you for your words. So when you were younger, you played in English academies like Swansea City or Manchester United and City academies. Do you miss English football?
Wow, I've never been asked that question before. Do I miss English football? It's not that I miss it. I think the English football is something that I love. I still watch the Premier League. That I think for me is the best league in the world. To see also some of the teammates that I used to play with playing. It's really nice to see them killing it at the highest level. Yeah, I hope that kind of answers the question for me. I think it's not that I miss it for myself. Like I believe I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. This is where I'm enjoying my football. I'm enjoying my life. This is where I'm supposed to be. I don't know what the future will hold. I don't know where God is going to place me next, but I believe that this is the process of where I'm at right now, and this is where I'm at. So I feel blessed to be here in this moment.
And is there a big difference between English football and Portuguese football?
There is a big difference, but it's not as big as we tend to think. Sometimes we can think like, oh, this player is unbelievable and this player is out of reach to where I'm at. And most of the time, it's not big differences, as in the actual talent. It gets to a point in professional football where everybody's good. One's faster, one's stronger, one's got more technique, everybody. But what I do realize is in the Premier League, everybody knows what they are good at. Everybody knows their strength. And if there's anybody that is listening to this, discover your strength. Discover what you bring to the team, because that is what matters at the end of the day. What you bring, because it's a team game. It's not an individual thing. So it's like, what is your source that you bring to this team? And that could be working hard, getting the ball back, playing to the guy. That could be playing two-touch. That could be making the difference, scoring goals, assisting, but you have to know what you bring to the team and what your role is in that team. So I think that's what kind of does, that's the biggest difference for me when I look at the Premier League, for example, and the level that I'm playing at now.
And so which type of player you are, according to you?
I knew that was coming. No. To be honest, I'm a player that goes for goal. I want to create. I want to score goals. I want to put my teammates in positions for them to score goals, and that's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on getting in between pockets where I can be dangerous. Try to really focus on the moments that I get to be the difference, not trying to, like I used to, like back in my career, I used to try and force a lot. So I used to try and get the ball off the centre back and try and get the ball in different areas of the pitch just because I wasn't touching the ball. And I like to touch the ball a lot. So I started to remember as I got older, as I got more experience, that I had to wait a bit longer. I had to wait, let the midfielders get it and then get the ball. So yeah, that's kind of my progress into who I am, as a player.
What does it feel to score against that was Pacos Ferreira in January? So how did you feel?
Honestly, I felt on top of the world. It was like a feeling that was like, thank God. It was like I've been I've been working hard for this moment. For the guys that see me every day, I've been working hard behind the scenes to, you know, cut inside and shoot, and these are the things that, you know, with repetition, it actually came out in reality. And yeah, I'm just so, again, glory to God for using me and using my talents to make that happen. I think that's what matters the most.
Okay, nice. Congratulations again
Thank you.
for your goal. Do you have some tips, maybe like how to consider your fans as a football player?
I think the fans make football. At the end of the day, you know, we do it for the fans. We do it for them to have a smile on their face. We do it for them to, at the end of the day, it's entertainment. And as footballers, we have to entertain. So it's for the fans. Like they stay. Players go, coaches go, owners go, but the fans stay. And that is the biggest thing that I've realized in my career, that they're the most important. They're the most important. So yeah, I'm really passionate for that. I'm really happy to have fans like Boavista fans that support us, that travel the country after us, that are so passionate for the club, because that makes us. It gives us that passion as well. You know, it translates into us to give our all, to push and to really fight for the badge. You know, so it's really important that we have that connection with the fans, that the fans continue to support us, continue to support the team, because that's essentially what's going to drive us to get the 3 points and to get us up the table of where we want to be as a collective.
So you felt like welcomed by the Boavista fans when you
Yeah,
came?
for sure. From the first day, I came, like, I just feel a lot of love from the supporters, from the fans, and it does a lot for a player, not just as a player, but as a person I am as well. At the end of the day, you know, people might see us as professional footballers, but we're also people, you know. So I just love that they see me also as a person, and that's what really you know, makes me happy.
How important for a player is it like to receive feedbacks about your gameplay and how you play?
I think it's crucial to listen to feedback, because nobody's going to tell you something that just to tell you something. You know, like, people are going to tell you because they see something that you need to work on, and it's hard. I'm not going to sit here and say it's hard not to hear sometimes what you don't want to hear. But at the end of the day, it's always, you have to have a growth mindset. You have to have a mindset of there's always room for improvement. And most of the time, it's the ones that are with you every day, the ones that see you every day, that can spot that. So if there's coaches that are going to give you feedback and tell you certain things, you know, take it on board, listen to it. Sometimes it might not be the feedback that you want, or it might not even be the feedback that's right for this moment, but they see something that you can actually take, and then you can say, okay, is this for me, or is this being projected on me? Because you have to also discern if it's actually good feedback or not. So you have to ask yourself, like, is this the right feedback? And you have to be honest with yourself. The biggest thing is being honest with yourself.
As opposed to like getting compliments, it can only take you so far. Do you know what I mean? Getting feedbacks, getting like constructive criticism. I think that's the main point, really. Just kind of like improving yourself, like you said, having that growth mindset. Just sometimes that's all you need, really. Just kind of helps you, putting you into gears and stuff like that.
Exactly that, bro. And it goes both ways. It's also positive. You know, so imagine, like, you get told every single day, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best. And one day you get told you're not, you're going to be like, huh? What? I'm not? You know, so it's like, you can't let what people say about you become your reality. You've got to know who you are in who you are. You know, so it can't come from what your opinion is on me, and that's who I am, and that's what I walk in. That can't be that. It has to come from you. It has to come from who you are. So yeah, like, that's a really important point that you shared, bro.
Yeah, well said, man. Well said.
And yeah, that's the aim of SocaLoca, because on the application, like, you have the possibility to endorse players. Like, you can give notations, like ratings, about their physical abilities, mental abilities, physical, technical, mental. So a lot of things. So yeah, I think it could be improved on SocaLoca as well. As you said, feedbacks are important.
Really important.
So just back to the academy thing. According to you, is joining an academy the biggest opportunity for a player to develop his career when he's young?
So I believe when you're young, you've got to enjoy it. You've got to love it. So that's the most important. And if you're loving it of where you are, you know, like it's a difficult one because you want to play at the highest level. The goal is to play at the highest level because you want to be a professional footballer and you want to be playing with the best players. So if you've got the opportunity to go and play with the best players and show yourself in the best teams and the best academies, like that is the best for you. But at the end of the day, if you go into the academy and not playing, you know, is that then the best? And that's why you've got to really assess your own journey of where you are in your journey because everyone's different. I know players, look at Jamie Vardy, for example, that has to go from non-league and make it to the Premier League, you know? So there's so many routes that people can take to reaching their goals. But the biggest thing is you got to ask yourself where you're at now and how you're going to take the action steps to get to where you want to go and what that looks like. You know, is that going to the academy here? Is that going here? Is that going there? Like you have to be real in yourself. And it's like, if you're not the best of where you're at, you can't expect to go to the next level. So it's like, it's that simple, you know? So if there's anybody that is listening to this, that is like, oh, I need to be in the academy, I need to go there, I need to be there. The goal is to, wherever you're playing, wherever you are, be the best. And then think about going to the next level and then think about, pursuing your career because God will open the doors.
You played this morning, this was a training?
Yeah, it was a friendly game. It was just a training game.
So how often do you train for a tournament?
For a tournament? Well, it depends what tournament it is. If it's for the national team, for example, you're playing a tournament like the Nations League or you're playing the Gold Cup. But for us right now, like we normally play in the league. You know, we play in the league and we also play in the cup games. But I think is it the question more from when you were younger?
Maybe how often do you train for the league? Maybe for the league matches.
For the league games.
Yeah.
So we train every day. We train every day. Normally Monday to Friday. Let's say the game's on Saturday. You train Monday to Friday. Game Saturday, Sunday off, and then it's like that for the whole week. So that's kind of how the structure works.
Okay.
Depending on when the game is, you know.
Okay. So you have a day off.
Yeah.
So what do you do during your day off?
The day off. Well, it depends. It depends what the weather's like for one. I like to go down the beach. We have like scooters here where we are. So me and my wife, we like to take the scooters on the beachfront, go to a cafe, have a little coffee, we speak, we play cards. And that's kind of what we do on my day off, to be honest. I kind of just explore, I kind of just relax and take my mind off football, if that makes sense, because it's easy to continue to put your mind on football because that's what you love and that's what you're thinking about. But it's important to not lose that side of reality, to know that we are people first. Spending that time with your loved ones, it's spending the time with your friends, it's spending time with your family. That essentially is what you do it for, you know.
Have you got difficulties like to separate your professional life and your personal life?
I really did used to struggle with this. I really used to struggle with this where I place my identity as a footballer. And when you place your identity as a footballer, when football's not going well, when you're not playing, then who are you? You know, like, and that's when I started to realize, wait, I'm way more than that. You know, I'm way more than a footballer. I'm also a brother. I'm also a son. I'm also a husband. There's so many identities that we also have that my life can't revolve around how football is, because it's an up and down journey. And my happiness cannot be placed in something that's ups and downs. So that's what I had to kind of accept for myself. That is like, no, I'm more than that. I'm more than just a footballer. You know, I'm a footballer. That's a part of me, but that's not all of who Kenji is. You know, so that's kind of how I think now. I'm a man first and a footballer second.
You got to have that balance.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
And how do your club like manage the fact that you're not just a footballer? Like instead of just one day off, do you have like some activities in your club, like some that can be separate from your life of footballer? Like, do you spend time for your personal time, like with your club?
Yeah, so obviously, like right now, we train every day, but we're finished at around 2 o'clock, and then you've got time, you've got time to go and maybe have a coffee with one of your teammates, or spend time with some friends, and it's important to do so because there's more things that we are passionate about, and there's more things that we can do as men to impact to the world, because I believe that we're placed on this earth for a reason. We're all here for a specific purpose, and football is one avenue of that. But there's more avenues. There's more avenues that God wants you to go to and be in, to impact people in the world and be a light in the world as well. So I just believe that that as footballers, we play football, we love football, we dream football, we see football. That's all we think about. However, there's more than football, and that's kind of, it took a while for me to get my head around it. It took a while for me to really live that, but now I truly believe that that for myself, and that's what I'm walking in every day.
According to you, how important is a coach or a manager in a team?
A coach is vital. A coach is vital. A manager is vital, because at the end of the day, they come with the tactics. They come with the strategies to win this game, and they're going to pick the team that they believe that are going to win the game. So it's important that you have the right manager for the team, to get the best out of each and every player. So a manager has a real big important role to play.
Also, the manager can help to manage conflicts as well, because I think it happens sometimes.
For sure, he's the leader. He's the leader. He's the one that's managing the team. So that doesn't just come managing on the pitch. That maybe we just see the pitch and the game, but you're managing also personalities. You're managing different cultures. You're managing different thought processes of different people. So it's a lot of things that the coach is managing. So I have a lot of respect for coaches, to be honest, because it's not an easy thing to do, to lead men, especially in the environment of football. It's not always easy.
Maybe in 20 years, will you think of becoming a manager?
For me, I really love to live in the moment, but I do believe that there's more for me to bring to football. I think as a player, it comes to an end, but there's more than that. There's more that I can do through football, to give my expertise, to give my thoughts, and to give what I have in me to the world. So I do believe that football will be something that I'll be stepping into for sure. I don't know what it will look like, but for sure I love football, so it's something I'm passionate about.
We wish you long years of career.
I appreciate that a lot.
For your international team, so you're playing for Curacao.
Curacao,
my bad.
Yeah.
What is it like to play under a legend like Patrick Kluivert?
It's amazing, that these are the guys that you see growing up, Barcelona, like that, the highest level, and to have him as your manager, to have him as the leader of the team, you can learn a lot from someone that's experienced everything. So I think for me it was honestly like it was amazing. It was amazing experience to work under him, to learn from him, and to play under him. So I do believe that it was amazing for me.
Okay, nice. I think that's all for the questions. Maybe Danish, you have some, or it's okay?
No. I mean, you've pretty much answered all the questions that I ever want to ask. Let's move on with the next segment, which I think my favorite part. Because it's pretty fun for me. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, nice. So it will be like choices. So you just answers by the first option or the second one.
Okay.
It will go fast.
Okay.
So let's go. Left foot or right foot?
Right foot.
Okay. Left wing or right wing?
Left wing.
Ronaldo or Messi?
Messi.
Goal or decisive pass?
Goal.
Curacao or Netherlands?
Curacao.
Okay. Curacao or Portugal?
Curacao.
Tournaments or pickup matches?
Tournaments.
Okay. League or tournaments?
Tournaments.
Ligue 1, I mean Ligue 1 in France,
Okay.
or Serie A in Italy.
Ooh. Liga.
Okay. Premier League or Primera Liga?
Premier League.
English football or Portuguese football?
English football.
Trials or tournaments?
Tournaments.
Danish, you had ones maybe?
Do you feel like you want to change any of the previous answers? Like, since you got time to process now, do you think you want to go back to one of the change it?
What was so it was tournaments, and what was the other one? Because it was league and tournaments, and then before what was the question before that?
Pickup matches.
What's pickup matches?
It's like, so on SocaLoca you have the possibility to organize pickup matches. It's like any team can register on the match. You give a location and anyone can register.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so basically one of matches.
Yeah.
Right, one-off games. And what was for sure tournaments. You got more? Go.
Favorite food, just like on the spot right now. Favorite food.
Favorite food is Suriname food.
Favorite drinks.
Favorite drinks? Water.
Favorite colors?
Red and blue.
Red and blue. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean like that's it. Yeah.
I've got one. Cats or dogs?
Neither.
Oh.
I would have said dog then, if I have to choose.
Okay, nice. And long sleeves or short sleeves?
Short sleeve.
Okay.
Do you like hot weather or cold weather?
Hot.
Hot weather. Oh, okay, yeah. So for me, I prefer cold weather.
Nah, don't say that. Don't say that.
I don't know if you're aware, because like basically this, like the fact that we're having this interview, right? Like this Q&A thing, where it's happening at different time zone. Because I'm in Malaysia, right? Right now it's like 10:30 p.m. So like,
oh wow.
I mentioned that it's like Malaysia's hot, 24/7, constantly hot. So that's why I like cold weathers.
Wow.
I can't stand hot weathers, man.
Malaysia, nice man. Where in Malaysia are you?
Kuala Lumpur.
Oh yeah, I've got a friend that plays there.
Oh, sick! Like for what team?
He plays for Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, for Kuala Lumpur.
I think. Now you're gonna make me check. Italian guy, Giancarlo. Yeah, he plays for Kuala Lumpur.
Damn.
Yeah.
Small world, man. Small world.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I think is that everything? Is there anything else you want to add, Marine?
Yeah, maybe like just one extra question.
Keep going. You got me now.
Which player is your idol?
I have a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of idols, but Messi is for sure someone that I look up to as a player. You know, the way that he dribbles, the way that he moves past players like they're not even there. You know, it's really, it's just out of this world. You know, when you're like thinking like about players and you're thinking about you're just thinking this guy is on a different planet. But my dad is my biggest role model, to be honest. Not just what he achieved on the pitch, but just who he is in general. He's someone that I look up to, not even just because of all the amazing things that he's achieved, but just because of how he handles everything, how he conducts himself, what he does with his talents, you know, what he does with what God's given him is just amazing for me to see.
Okay. And in Primera Liga, which is your favorite player, like not retired already?
In the Portuguese league?
Yeah.
Sauerbeck. Gustavo Sauerbeck. He's one of my teammates. And I like Adel Taarabt as well.
I got one more question. I just came up with it. Yeah. Okay. So throughout your career as a footballer, yeah, can you name like one of your favorite moments throughout your entire football career? One of your like either favorite or one of the most memorable moment for you?
So the most memorable and favorite moment for me in my football career so far is definitely making my Premier League debut. To step out onto that pitch, you know, it was like my dream as a boy, you know, just came true. And that was a really amazing feeling, you know, knowing that your mum is in the stands, you know, my wife now was there, and you know, it was just an amazing experience that I just look back on and think, I just thank God for experiencing that, for giving me that opportunity to experience that. Because there's so many, like even looking at all the stats and stuff, you know, it's 1% that make it, and it's 0.5 that ever make it to the Premier League, you know. So it's just all of these stats that I'm just like, wow, like that I was one of them that was able to do that and experience that. It's just a blessing, you know. So that was definitely the best moment so far in my career.
I can't imagine.
Beautiful, yeah. It looks great.
Almost got me teared up, man.
Wow.
Like when you told me that, I was just trying to put myself in that position. Do you know what I mean? Like my foot on that pitch, you know, and like the soaring crowds and everything, the lights and everything, knowing like my family, you know, my girlfriend's there and everything. Oh, yeah. That would be a dream come true for me. You know what I mean?
It really was, man. It really was, to be honest. It really was.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And do you feel like the same passion from the first match you play until now? Like the same passion when you go on the pitch? Do you feel the same way?
It's the exact thing, you know, like I just love football. You know, I've got to a point where I just love football, and my motivation has changed, you know, has changed from what it was. You know, I do it for such a bigger reason now. You know, it's such a bigger purpose to why you play football and what you do it for. So honestly, every time I step on the pitch, every time I'm there, I'm like, what a blessing it is to step on this pitch. And I just imagine it's my last. I just imagine it's my last, and I just enjoy it. I enjoy the experience and play with a smile on my face, you know. So yeah,
it's beautiful. Thank you for your words.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys. Keep making an impact in the world, because there's more of you guys needed, because it's so important what you guys are doing. You won't even believe the amount of people that you're impacting just through what you guys are doing. So please continue to do it, and continue to be encouraged by it as well, because you're changing people's lives.
Appreciate that, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much, and hope the same for you. Like, you're an idol for a lot of people, so thank you very much.
I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay then, guys. Well, have a good rest of your day.
Thank you so much, man.
And we'll stay in touch.